we have heard for years, the American people have heard for years, right, from Donald Trump, Joe Biden, and others, that China is this big evil state. They are doing harm around the world. We accuse them of committing a genocide against the Uyghurs, even though not even the accusations were that anyone was being killed. Somehow that's now a genocide.
Yeah, somehow people have forgotten about the poor Uyghurs that were being genocided and had to get 3 IUDs a day.
There was one report that said that they were
like if you broke down like what that meant with the numbers, then they were getting 3 IUDs a day, which I can tell you that's no joke.
I think it was actually 6. But yeah, they were accusing them of forced sterilization by putting IUDs in them. But if you actually looked at the number that they were accusing them of, it was 6 a day per woman.
Also, IUD is not sterilization. I have an IUD. I'm not sterile.
Yeah. No, it's all bullshit. It's all anyway, propaganda bullshit.
Tangent.
But so all of this stuff, right? China's going to get us. China has a spy balloon over top the United States. We're going to shoot it out of the sky with Sidewinder missiles. Just crazy stuff about how awful and terrible China is now going to get us. And then, what do you know? Just yesterday, China, President Xi comes to the United States and has a lovely dinner with Joe Biden and the tops of several of the tech industry. And I know this is New York Post, which is a true dumpster fire of an outlet, but I've verified this story. Apple CEO Tim Cook, along with many others, paid $40,000 to sit at a dinner table with President Xi. Elon Musk only paid $2,000 to be at the reception with President Xi. But the point is,
where's this money going? Is this?
I don't know where they were donating it to, but the point is that they are falling all over themselves to have meetings with President Xi, which is the opposite of a horrific, oh my God, we can't even talk to these people. They're going to invade everywhere. They're evil. They're dastardly. We need to create a war with them over Taiwan, etc. And yet here we are paying. Here are the ruling elite of our country tripping, like knocking each other over to sit next to President Xi. Xi Jinping is in San Francisco this week, and 5 deep-pocketed U.S. business moguls spent $40,000 to sit at the same table as him. After he met with Biden, he headed to the Hyatt Regency in downtown San Francisco, according to the New York Times. Elon Musk paid just $2,000 for the reception.
Oh, well, and it included a 3-course meal. I think that's a pretty good.
That's not bad, actually. That's not bad. But let's see. Sitting at his table were Apple CEO Tim Cook, Blackstone boss Steve Schwarzman, and the top shareholder of Blackstone is BlackRock. Blackstone is the business that the entity that has been buying up all the American homes. Not really all of them. It's a tiny percentage, but they're the biggest ones too. They're the biggest business entity to own single family homes. But BlackRock is the top shareholder in them. So BlackRock kind of owns Blackstone. BlackRock's billionaire chief executive, Larry Fink, whose last name literally means detestable person, also sat at the table with President Xi. And here's to show you how backwards and ironic, and I don't know, like it just shows how the U.S. propaganda does not line up with actual U.S. business practices. BlackRock CEO sitting at the table with President Xi, right, in the United States. This is from our own government's Select Committee on Communist Party of China. Where did it go? Here it is. Quote, unconscionable to profit from fueling China's military. The Select Committee launches an investigation into BlackRock. So this is this past summer. They launched a big investigation into BlackRock and the entities that BlackRock funds, including something like 20 entities, I believe, that BlackRock is some of the top shareholders in. So, and the reason you end up in this situation is because BlackRock is more powerful than most countries. They are investing in things that make them money, and they want to own as many things as possible. So they invest in all U.S. media, all U.S. weapons countries, but they also invest in a lot of Chinese companies because guess what? That makes them a lot of money. So they don't give a shit about this nation garbage. But you have segments of our ruling elite who very much want to cut down China so that America can remain the only hegemonic power. And so you have this kind of battle between the ruling elite of America where Elon Musk and Apple CEO Tim Cook and all these others need China. Tim Cook and Apple, apparently China's 1/5 of their business, not to mention all the stuff that's made there. So 1/5 of their sales is in China. So they all want to befriend President Xi in China, while a significant number of the ruling elite in America want to harm China, such as Donald Trump, in order to continue the U.S. ownership of the world.